So, milk and honey is a Bible reference from the book of Exodus, in which God promises to bring a land flowing with milk and honey. Okay, so this land of milk and honey is a place of great beauty and hope for the author. It's a metaphor of the promised land, and she equates this promised land with a place full of milk and honey as a place with kindness. So I think that gives us a very in depth and very raw understanding of her level of suffering and her level of harm. That her land is filled with kindness. Victims of abuse, survivors of trauma often speak to safety, kindness. It's what I think we somewhat take for granted every day, but yet it's so critical to their existence and their recovery and their future. So that is the title. So a couple more quick notes before I start reading. But the overall tone from the beginning suggests that the author is female. It also gives way to how young she was when she suffered her abuse. But the outcome is extremely hopeful, and it speaks to a modern woman. It's widely relatable, and her resilience and her ability to put into words her experience. There's chapter 1, The Hurting. Emptying out of my mother's belly was my first act of disappearance, learning to shrink for a family who likes their daughters invisible. Was the second, the art of being empty is simple. Believe them when they say you are nothing. Repeat it to yourself like a wish. I am nothing, I am nothing, I am nothing. So often the only reason you know you're still alive is from the heaving of your chest. The art of being empty. Chapter 2, The Loving. Love will come, and when love comes, love will hold you. Love will call your name, and you will melt. Sometimes, though, love will hurt you, but love will never mean to. Love will play no games, 'cause love knows life has been hard enough already. Chapter 3, The Breaking. Did you think I was a city, big enough for a weekend getaway? I am the town surrounding it, the one you've never heard of but always pass through. There are no neon lights here, no skyscrapers or statues, but there is thunder, for I make bridges tremble. I am not street meat, I am homemade jam, thick enough to cut the sweetest thing your lips will touch. I am not police sirens, I am the crackle of a fireplace. I'd burn you, and you still couldn't take your eyes off me, 'cause I'd look so beautiful doing it, you'd blush. I am not a hotel room, I am home. I am not the whiskey you want, I am the water you need. Don't come here with expectations and try to make a vacation out of me. I am still in chapter 3, The Breaking, but as promised, I would let you know, and I'm doing that now, that I'm about to read one of her prose that I marked with the colored Post-it. That was for me. So here it goes. I am confident I am over you, so much that some mornings I wake up with a smile on my face, my hands pressed together, thanking the universe for pulling you out of me. Thank God, I cry. Thank God you left. I would not be the empire I am today if you had stayed. But then, there are some nights I imagine what I might do if you showed up. How if you walked into the room this very second, every awful thing you've ever done will be tossed out the closest window and all the love would rise up again. It would pour through my eyes as if it never really left in the first place, as if it's been practicing how to stay silent so long only so it could be this loud on your arrival. Can someone explain that? How even when the love leaves, it doesn't leave. How even when I am so past you, I am so helplessly brought back to you. Breakups are hard, and she captures it so well. It's amazing, her words. I think this book is a wonderful gift, not only for someone in your life who you share an intimate love with, but if you have someone in your life who has suffered the way she has, her words are, as you can tell, very relatable, very easy to absorb, but her message really does reach all of us in some way. I want to make sure I know what chapter I'm in here. I think we are in the healing. Okay, chapter 4. I know it's hard, believe me. I know it feels like tomorrow will never come and today will be the most difficult day to get through, but I swear you will get through. The hurt will pass as it always does if you give it time and let it sow, let it go. Slowly, like a broken promise, let it go. I like this one. I gave it the post-it color that I had to read it. So here we go. Again, chapter 4, the healing. She's wrapping up her story now. I want to apologize to all the women I have called pretty before I've called them intelligent or brave. I'm sorry I made it sound as though something as simple as what you're born with is the most you have to be proud of when your spirit has crushed mountains. From now on, I will say things like, you are resilient or you are extraordinary. Not because I don't think you're pretty, but because you are so much more than that. Okay, hey guys, I'm talking to all my men here. Ladies, fingers in your ears. This is for my guys. That poem right there, read that one. That one is a good one. That's a great one for her. Okay. This is the end. There's a couple pages right at the end to basically summarize the story. So I have one I want to finish off with you guys before I say goodnight. And thank you. Thank you for being here and letting me do this. I enjoy it. I enjoy reading these. This is the second time I'm reading Milk and Honey, and I enjoyed it, I think, more than the last time because of the experiences I've had since then. It's truly a beautiful book. I love the prose, and I think you will too. So before I sign off, Milk and Honey is a collection of poetry about love, loss, trauma, abuse, healing, and femininity. It is split into 4 chapters. Each chapter serves a different purpose, deals with a different pain, heals a different heartache. Milk and Honey takes readers through a journey of the most bitter moments in life and finds sweetness in them, because there is sweetness everywhere if you just know where to look.